This 20-minute yoga sequence uses standing poses, twists, and core work to help energize and detox the body. Begin in a tabletop position on all fours with shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, tops of feet down directly behind the knees. On an inhale, lengthen through the spine. On your exhale, begin rounding through the upper back, pulling the belly in for cat pose. Inhale, spine drops towards the mat, chest lifts, tail lifts, cow. Exhale, pulling the belly in firmly, rounding through the upper back, cat pose. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. Keep moving through for 3 more rounds on your breath. Exhaling into cat. Inhale, lifting through the chest and the tail for cow. Warming up the spine for all the twists and other actions that we'll be taking through this practice. Taking 1 more round of cat-cow here. Working to deepen the breath with each inhalation, exhalation. Setting up for downward facing dog, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes, and on an exhale, use belly strength to lift the hips up and back. Making any adjustments you need to get nice and long through the spine in your down dog. Strengthening through the legs, sending the thighs back, letting the heels descend. Pushing down into the mat, relaxing the neck. Feeling the navel pull in deeply to the spine and the sides of the body extend out long. On an inhale, lifting the gaze and using belly strength, pulling the belly in. Walk the feet up to the top of the mat for Uttanasana, forward fold. A gentle forward fold here as we begin the practice, keeping softness in the knees, low back long, head relaxing down, shoulders away from ears. Bending the knees, inhale, rise to stand, rolling the shoulders back and open, hands in prayer at the heart. Beginning with 2 rounds of classic sun salutations to warm up. Inhale, reaching overhead. Exhale, folding at the hips. Stepping the right foot back, planting the hands, stepping the left foot back, plank pose. Lowering down on an exhale to the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest, shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, releasing, tucking the toes, using belly and arm strength to lift up into plank and back into downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward, left foot up, folding over the legs. Inhaling to rise, reaching longer through the spine. Exhale, pulling the belly in as you fold over the legs. Left foot stepping back, right foot back to meet the left, plank pose. Lowering chaturanga to the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest to the sky, cobra. Exhale, pulling the belly in, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Left foot stepping up, right foot folding over the legs. And on an inhale, reaching overhead. Exhale, bowing down. Right foot steps back, lengthening through the spine, using belly strength to step the left foot back and lowering chaturanga. Taking another cobra here or rolling over the toes for upward facing dog. Hips come back, down dog. On an inhale, the right leg lifts behind, exhale, pulls knee to nose, stepping the foot down for warrior 2. Right knee coming over right ankle, strengthening through the back leg, really pushing down into both heels. Pulling the navel into the spine, lengthening tailbone down, feeling strong from your center, from your core. As you lengthen the spine up with each inhalation, opening, broadening the chest as you reach through the fingers. On an inhale, straighten the right leg, and exhale, reach out in front of you, bringing right hand to the shin or down outside the right ankle to the mat, or using a block underneath that right hand to bring the floor a little closer to you. Left arm reaches straight up out of the shoulder. Right hip tucks slightly under, pulling the pelvis between the thighs. Chest spins away from the floor, reaching the chest slightly back to feel one line from the back of the hips through the back of the chest. Moving into Ardha Chandrasana half moon. The top hand comes to the hip, right hand about a foot out in front of the right pinky toe side of the foot. Using core strength, lifting the left leg up parallel to the mat. And as you find your balance, reaching the right arm straight up to the ceiling. Staying active through both legs, pushing through the big toe side of both feet. Drawing the navel firmly in as you spin the chest open. Strong, steady gaze, strong, steady breath for a strong and steady pose. Releasing the left hand down to the mat, squaring the hips to the floor. Spot your landing and step the left foot back for crescent pose. Bringing the left hand inside the right ankle, twist from the belly to reach the right arm up, revolving this crescent. Heel reaches back, hips reach back as the chest reaches forward. Releasing, planting the hand, stepping back, lowering chaturanga. Chest lifting, hips lifting, kneading in downward facing dog. On an inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, belly strength to pull the knee in, setting the foot down between the hands. Right heel spins down, reaching up, coming into warrior two. Bending into the left knee, sitting the hips low between the thigh bones. Pushing down into the outer edge of the right foot, strengthening the right leg. Pulling pubic bone up to navel, descending tailbone down. Feeling nice and strong. On an inhale, lengthening the front leg, straightening it out. Exhale, reaching out to the front of the mat, bringing the left hand to the shin or outside the left ankle to the floor or to the block. Pushing down into the right foot, strengthening the right leg, reaching the right arm straight up. Engage the legs, push the ground away even more, pull the belly in deeper, and twist the chest open. Feeling the energy from the lower body create expansion into the upper body. Flowing into Ardha Chandrasana half moon. Right hand comes to right hip, bending the left knee, setting the hand about a foot in front of the foot, stepping the right foot up slightly and using core strength to lift the leg with slow, controlled movement. As you find your balance, right arm extends up to the sky, staying active in both legs, really squeezing the front of the thighs, flexing through the feet, active and engaged in the core, and releasing down. Right hand comes to the mat, squaring the hips to the floor, step the right foot back, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Bringing the right hand inside the left ankle. As you spin the chest open, reach the left arm up, twisting in this pose. Push through both heels. Pull the belly in. Lengthen the chest forward. And release your pose. Left hand comes down, planting the hands, stepping back. Lowering from plank into chaturanga, opening on your inhale, folding back into down dog on your exhale. Taking a few minutes to pause here We have to allow moments to pause in order to strengthen and move forward and find that energy. Right foot steps up, the left comes to meet it at the top of the mat, folding over the legs. Hips sit down and back, arms reach overhead, chair pose. Bring the hands to the part, lengthen on an inhale, twist on the exhale, right elbow outside left knee. Pushing knee and elbow in towards one another, pressing the palms together. Sit the hips down lower, weight into the heels. As you pull the belly in more, lengthen heart away from hips and twist the chest towards the sky. Releasing, coming back center line for an inhale breath. Hands to heart, and exhale, twist, left elbow outside right knee. Grounding weight into the heels, sitting the hips down and back. Engage that core. Feel that fire in the belly as you draw it up and in, conserving that energy, and then lengthening the spine out as you twist the chest away from the floor. And release. Hands come up on an inhale, hands come down to the mat, folding on your exhale. Stepping back with the left foot into plank, lowering, hugging elbows in, chaturanga, using belly strength as you control your movements. Taking upward dog or cobra, and releasing back into down dog. Pause here. Feel the belly pull in as you inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, keep that core engagement as you pull the knee, give it a little smooch, and twist, bringing right knee to left elbow. Extend the leg out for rock star, bringing the knife edge of the right foot down, opening onto the left foot, and reaching the left arm up. Feeling the twist from your center as the chest opens and the feet push down. Releasing back into your down dog and opening for Vashisthasana, side plank on the left side. Left hand, left foot center mat, turn to open, stacking your ankle, knee, hips, lifting the hips away from the mat. You can take a variation here for tree pose, bringing the foot to the calf or the high upper inner thigh, just not to the inner edge of the knee. And opening for flip dog, dropping the right foot behind the left, lifting, reaching the right arm back, chest reaching to the sky. Find that strength from your center to help push down into the mat as you lift and reach the upper body away. Release your pose, coming back into down dog. Second side. Left leg lifts on an inhale. Exhale, pull that belly in, push the mat away. Smooching the knee. Keep pulling the belly in as you twist the left knee to the right elbow. Rock star. Extend the left foot out. Spin the right foot down. Lift the hips up and away. Lift through the right arm. Drawing into the core. As you exhale, release the right hand down. Bringing the left foot back for downward facing dog and setting up side plank on the right side. Right hand, right foot, center line of the mat. Spinning the chest and hips open, stacking hip on top of hip, knee on knee, ankle on ankle. Left arm extended straight up. Taking the same variation here as you did on the other side, either staying in your side plank or bringing a tree variation into it, toe to calf or toe to high upper inner thigh, being mindful not to push down inside the knee. Lifting the chest away as you open flip dog, dropping the foot behind, pushing down into the mat, reaching the left arm behind you. Strengthening the core, lengthening the tail down, pushing down into the feet, opening through the chest. Next exhale spins you back over into downward facing dog. Relaxing the head down, staying engaged in hands and feet. Left foot steps up with belly strength, fold over the legs. Bend the knees, sit the hips back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Moving down to the mat to a seated position with control, pull the belly in, firmly sit the hips lower, rising onto the toes. As you lower the hips, bringing hands behind the thighs, Navasana, boat pose. Lift the lower legs so shins are parallel to the mat, reaching the arms out. You can stay with knees bent or gradually work to extend the legs. Pulling chest towards knees, knees towards chest, finding that fire in the core. Pull the knees in, cross left over right, and release the legs down, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. Hugging the left elbow with the right, or left knee with right elbow, or crossing knee over elbow for a deeper twist. Left hand behind, navel pulls in, inhale, lengthens the spine up, reaching crown of head to the sky. Each exhale, deepening the twist, bringing the right side of the ribs closer to the left inner thigh. And release. Setting the hands behind the hips. Re-extend the legs for boat. Keeping knees bent, hands down, extending the hands, arms out, extending the feet out. So many options to take. Move within a range that allows you to have integrity and feel the sensation at your belly. Moving into twist, right leg over left this time. Dropping the legs down, hugging right knee with left elbow. Right hand comes behind you to the mat, or to deepen, take the elbow in front of the knee and twist. Twisting from the belly as you pull the core in, bringing the left ribs closer to the right inner thigh, gazing over the right shoulder. Staying engaged in your pose before finally releasing and taking one last round of boat pose. Setting up, either knees bent, arms can extend out, legs can extend out. Keep lifted in the chest, engaged in the thighs, flexing through the feet, squeezing in and releasing. Tucking into a little ball. Release the hips back, removing the flesh from underneath the sitting bones. Taking Paschimottanasana to restore a little bit here. A nice forward fold. Feel the chest extend forward. As you inhale, reach up. And on an exhale, fold over the legs. Reaching to either grab outer edges of feet, or you can just relax the hands down by the sides of the legs. Scoop the belly in deeply. And stretch the sides of the waist down the thighs, focusing how far you can reach your belly, then how far you can reach your head. On an inhale, release back up, and using core strength, slowly lower down for Shavasana. Arms extended out long. And to tap in and stay connected to the strength we created at our center today. Instead of letting arms relax by the side, bring one hand underneath the belly and one hand on top. Breathe into that space. Allow the belly to fill with each inhalation and slowly drop away with each exhalation. Sending loving thoughts not just thinking about the flesh of this area, but the deeper meaning that's at our center. Switch out the hands to keep things balanced. And take a few moments in silence to connect to your inner strength. Cleanse away any thoughts of doubt. Knowing that your worth doesn't come from the flesh, but from who you truly are. And you have so much value. Take that energy from within into your day. Bring your hands in prayer at the heart. Namaste.